And welcome back to Newsmax Now. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson suffering another Brexit setback 10 days before Britain is set to divorce the European Union. It is the second time in just 48 hours that Johnson was denied a vote to ratify a Brexit deal, with House of Commons Speaker John Bercow calling the new vote repetitive and disorderly. Opposition leader and head of the Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn, went further. Take a listen.
This type of nonsense is doing nobody any good at all. If the Prime Minister wants to get his deal through, he should bring forward the withdrawal agreement bill for scrutiny. And will he allow this House ample time to scrutinise what this deal means to the communities that we all represent?
Corbyn wants to start the whole process all over and hold another referendum. Joining us now, John Browne, a former member of the British Parliament and advisor to Margaret Thatcher. John, great to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Very good to be here.
All right. I'm trying to be as objective about this as possible. You know, when Boris Johnson became the prime minister, we thought we would have, some new life into this whole Brexit thing. He previously had said he'd rather die in a ditch than ask for a Brexit extension, but it seems like that might have to be done now. What's going on here?
Well, as Corbyn rightly said, it's a lot of nonsense, but what he left out was the nonsense was created by him and the other Remainers. I mean, it's incredible that 63% of constituencies in Britain voted to get out, but only 25% of members vote for that. So it's totally undemocratic, and they're doing the wrong, they're going against the clearly expressed views of their constituents. And Boris Johnson is caught in the middle. Of course, the Speaker allowed Theresa May, the former Prime Minister, to have 3 cracks. He doesn't even allow him 2, which is quite extraordinary. And of course, Boris Johnson sent 2 letters to the European Union, one requesting an extension of Article 50, but he didn't sign it to signify that he was forced against his will to send this letter by some parliamentary bill they passed. And then he sent a voluntary letter saying that he didn't want an extension. So the European Union is left in a little bit of a quandary as to which letter is the valid one. And so he's done a clever thing, because what he's done is left Article 50 in play. Article 50 may be exercised by default on the 31st of October.
That's right. So Article 50 is supposed to be what happens if nothing happens between now and 10 days from now. The divorce kicks in and it's a hard Brexit. There's no negotiation. Britain is basically, in the Remainers' eyes, out there fending for itself. Yes, is that the way you see it?
Yes, the best possible option is still vaguely on the cards. There'll be huge arguments as to whether that Article 50, which is European law, takes precedence over British law. I don't know what the result is going to be. We've already seen 2 Supreme Courts. They're all part of this establishment, including Parliament and the courts and the financial industry and everything, that are global socialists. They do not want freedom. It's the same arguments going on in America against President Trump. The global socialists are so embedded in the establishments, they use any means, legal or illegal, unconstitutional or constitutional, they'll use any means to get their way over the expressed will of the people. And so they're going to fight any way they can to stop it.
All right, John Browne, of course, we'll check back in with you sometime between now and 10 days from now. I'm sure there'll be a lot to discuss. John Browne, former member of the British Parliament and advisor to Margaret Thatcher. Great to see you, as always.
Thank you.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest-growing cable news channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for breaking news and give us a thumbs up. If you like this video, then share it with your friends. Remember, you can watch Newsmax TV live on YouTube. Newsmax TV, real news for real people.